The Arctic's rising star. Greenland's strategic importance. Greenland, the world's largest island, is rapidly gaining global attention. Its vast icy expanses and unique geographical position make it a focal point for various global interests. Its strategic location, nestled between North America and Europe, has long been recognized. This positioning places Greenland at a crossroads of major international routes. However, climate change is transforming the Arctic, amplifying Greenland's geopolitical significance. The melting ice is not just an environmental concern but a catalyst for geopolitical shifts. This vast island, with its sparse population, finds itself at the heart of a new era of great power competition. The changing landscape is drawing the attention of nations looking to expand their influence. Greenland's proximity to major shipping lanes underscores its strategic value. These lanes are becoming increasingly navigable, making Greenland a key player in global maritime logistics. As the Arctic ice retreats, new maritime routes are opening up. These routes are not only shorter but also more cost-effective for international trade. These routes offer shorter travel times between Asia, Europe, and North America. This shift is poised to revolutionize global shipping and trade dynamics. This makes Greenland an increasingly important hub for global trade and transportation. The island's ports are set to become bustling centers of economic activity. Greenland's vast coastline and numerous fjords also offer strategic advantages for military operations. These natural features provide excellent locations for naval bases and monitoring stations. The ability to monitor and control these waterways is crucial for projecting power in the Arctic region. Nations are keen to establish a military presence to secure their interests. As a result, major powers are increasingly interested in securing a presence in Greenland. Diplomatic efforts and strategic alliances are being formed to gain a foothold in this critical region. The island's growing importance is not just about geography, it is also about the untapped potential lying beneath its surface. It is also about resources. Greenland holds vast reserves of natural resources, including oil, gas, minerals, and rare earth elements. Greenland holds vast reserves of natural resources, including oil, gas, minerals, and rare earth elements. These resources are crucial for various industries and technological advancements. These resources are becoming increasingly accessible due to melting ice and technological advancements, further fueling international interest in Greenland. The race to tap into these resources is intensifying, making Greenland a hotspot for future investments and geopolitical maneuvers. Climate change and the new Arctic Passage. Greenland's emerging role. Climate change is having a profound impact on the Arctic, transforming its landscape and ecosystems at an unprecedented rate. And Greenland is at the forefront of these changes, experiencing some of the most dramatic effects. The Arctic is warming at twice the rate of the rest of the planet, leading to a rapid decline in sea ice. This accelerated warming is reshaping the region in ways that were unimaginable just a few decades ago. This melting ice is opening up new shipping routes through the Arctic Ocean, including the Northern Sea Route and the Northwest Passage, which were previously impassable for most of the year. These new Arctic shipping routes offer significant economic and strategic advantages, potentially revolutionizing global trade. For instance, the Northern Sea Route, which runs along the Russian Arctic coast, can shorten the journey between East Asia and Europe by up to 40% compared to traditional routes through the Suez Canal. This reduction in distance can have substantial economic benefits. This translates into shorter transit times, reduced fuel costs, and lower emissions, making it an attractive option for shipping companies looking to cut costs and reduce their environmental footprint. Greenland is strategically located along both the Northern Sea Route and the Northwest Passage, positioning it as a key player in the emerging Arctic shipping landscape. This puts the island in a prime position to benefit from increased Arctic shipping traffic, potentially transforming its economy. Ports in Greenland could serve as refueling stations, transshipment hubs, and logistical centers for vessels operating in the Arctic, providing essential services to ships navigating these new routes. However, the opening of these new shipping routes also raises concerns about environmental risks and potential conflicts. The fragile Arctic environment is particularly vulnerable to disturbances. Increased maritime traffic in the Arctic brings with it the risk of oil spills, pollution, and damage to fragile Arctic ecosystems. The consequences of such incidents could be devastating and long-lasting. There are also concerns about the potential for accidents and maritime disputes in these remote and challenging waters. Navigating through the Arctic requires specialized knowledge and equipment, and the harsh conditions can lead to dangerous situations. A treasure trove beneath the ice, Greenland's coveted resources. Beyond its strategic location, Greenland possesses a wealth of natural resources that have become increasingly accessible due to climate change. As the ice recedes, previously unreachable areas are now open for exploration and exploitation. The island is estimated to hold significant reserves of oil and natural gas, particularly offshore. These reserves could potentially transform Greenland's economy and energy landscape. While exploration is still in its early stages, the potential for hydrocarbon extraction is substantial. Companies are investing heavily in technology and infrastructure to tap into these resources. Greenland is also rich in mineral resources, including iron ore, which is essential for steel production, zinc, lead, and uranium. These minerals are crucial for various industries, from construction to energy. The island's vast mineral wealth has attracted the interest of mining companies from around the world. These companies are eager to invest in Greenland's untapped potential. Several large-scale mining projects are already underway or in the planning stages. These projects promise to bring economic growth and job opportunities to the region. Furthermore, Greenland is believed to possess significant deposits of rare earth elements. These elements are vital for the production of high-tech devices. These elements are essential components in many modern technologies, including smartphones, wind turbines, and electric vehicles. The demand for these technologies is driving interest in Greenland's rare earth deposits. The growing demand for rare earth elements has made Greenland a target for countries seeking to secure access to these critical resources. International collaborations and competitions are intensifying. The abundance of natural resources in Greenland has sparked international competition for access and control. Diplomatic efforts are underway to establish agreements and partnerships. Countries such as the United States, China, and Russia are all vying for influence in Greenland, seeking to secure access to its resources and strategic advantages. Their presence in the region is a testament to Greenland's growing importance on the global stage. The geopolitical landscape is shifting as nations recognize the value of Greenland's resources. The race to control these assets is only just beginning, and the stakes are incredibly high. A controversial proposition trumps Greenland gambit. In 2019, former US President Donald Trump made headlines with his proposal to buy Greenland from Denmark. The proposal, while met with astonishment and amusement by some, highlighted the growing strategic importance of the Arctic region in the eyes of the United States. Trump's rationale for the purchase was rooted in Greenland's strategic location and its abundance of natural resources. He argued that acquiring Greenland would enhance US national security by providing a strategic foothold in the Arctic and securing access to its resources. However, the proposal was swiftly rejected by Denmark and Greenland. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen called the idea absurd, while Greenland's government affirmed that the island was not for sale. The proposal was widely seen as an affront to Greenland's autonomy and Denmark's sovereignty. Despite the rejection, Trump's proposal served as a wake-up call to the international community, underscoring the growing geopolitical significance of the Arctic and the potential for competition and conflict over its resources and strategic position. Denmark's Arctic strategy reasserting sovereignty and security. Denmark, as the sovereign power over Greenland, has responded to the heightened geopolitical interest in the Arctic by strengthening its presence and asserting its sovereignty. The Danish government has outlined an ambitious Arctic strategy focused on enhancing military capabilities, bolstering economic development, and strengthening international cooperation. Denmark has increased its military presence in Greenland, investing in new equipment, conducting more frequent military exercises, and expanding surveillance capabilities. The Danish Navy has deployed new patrol vessels and aircraft specifically designed for Arctic conditions, aiming to enhance maritime domain awareness and enforce sovereignty in Greenlandic waters. Furthermore, Denmark has ramped up diplomatic efforts to strengthen ties with Arctic nations and other key players. Copenhagen has sought to position itself as a responsible steward of the Arctic, advocating for environmental protection, sustainable development, and peaceful cooperation in the region.